Hey guys, I'm with Ron. We're getting a deck profile after what seems like centuries. So what deck is this? It's new, I know.
Mythic ruler.
Yeah, if you've heard of the new Mythic stuff. I actually haven't, so y'all can find out what it is in this video.
Well, it's got the rulers in it, so of course 3 Blaster, 3 Tidal, 3 Tempest, and 3 Redux.
Boo.
They're so bad.
Yeah, lame. Uninspired.
But the real surprise in the deck was, of course, the new Mythic monsters. Mythic Tree and Mythic Water.
So explain these a bit. I've seen them a little on like Dueling Network, but...
They're made specifically to work together. When you have a water monster, a water dragon on the field, Mythic Tree Dragon can copy its level for the turn. And with Water Dragon, if you control an Earth monster, any Earth monster, you can special from the hand, only once per turn though. So they're made to work together to make rank 8s.
Guess we'll be seeing some of those rank 8s in a bit.
You shall. Alright. 3 Mass Dragon. I mean, you guys seen the last 2 deck profiles I had, and there were Mass Dragons in them. He actually runs really well. He keeps it consistent. He adds fodder in the grave for the Dragon Rulers. He can literally search out any dragon in the deck except for the big guys, the Dragon Rulers themselves. 2 Kid Motos, because Baby Charmander is Baby Charmander. Kid Moto lets you special a monster from your hand. It's really good when a player goes for OTK and you only have this. You can summon out a Redux in defense mode and it makes it hard to get around. Also, he doesn't miss timing, so you could Black Rose and then use his effect to special something big in your hand as a defense if you need it. I've pitched him for Redux as an Earth to use Redux effect, and then his effect will go off to summon another dragon from my hand, so I can make rank 7 plays that way, or even Synchro that way. He is a debris target, by the way, so... Of course, 2 Debris Dragon, because Debris Dragon is really good. Now, what made the deck really shine was with Debris Dragon, though, was that Mythic Tree Dragon is also a debris target. So if you want to, there's rank 4 plays now you can make. So once you use him up, you just summon Debris Dragon, make him out, and I'll bring out Queen Dragoon Jin for rank 7 plays. Gaga Cowboy for that last 800 damage.
And Debris works with Kinmodo also, right?
Yes, Kinmodo is the target for the Black Rose target. 2 Flambeau Guard. I was thinking about running the Corsessa or Brandystock from Dragoonity so I can search him, but I really like having these guys more for the fire aspect, because Blaster really does help LS. I mean, you need the Blaster's effect. Mass Dragons aren't going to cut it by themselves, so use Flambeau Guards instead. And then 1 DMD. He's a good buffer for the deck. A lot of people don't run him. He's won me a lot of duels. Every round in the tournament I went today, I went 2-0, and some of the duels were because of Red Eyes. And he's usually the first monster I side off if I side anything in, so... That's it for the monster lineup. Now for the spells, I have 3 Ravine. Standard. I don't use Terraformings. I have the Gold Sark and the 3 Swords. I have 2 DDRs, which they're amazingly effective. You don't have to worry about discarding from your hand because whatever's in your grave, you're going to want there anyways. And I was running 2 MST, but 2 Wing Beat has been much more effective. They combo really well. You can put dragons back in your hand if you don't want to. 1 rank 8 is the new number for the Dragon Luan, which you need only him by himself. So once you manage to get him out, you'll bounce the dragon back and make him. Plus, it's Heavy Storm. That's the main part. Warning. It's warning. I do 2 Vanity instead of 3. 3 is a bit much. I need to be able to summon and not have to... I don't like having to work around it as much, and 2 seems to work really well for it. I'm running 2 Dragon Castle, mainly for the fact that it just makes dragons really difficult to get over. It makes a 3200 Stardust, and it makes Falgrin much bigger too. And not only that, if it's the end phase of your turn, you could just banish a monster, increase 1 of yours, and get a free search to start your turn with something. And there's, of course, Return from Dimension. I don't really like it. I don't really like using it, but I mostly only use it to search or add cards to my hand. I really don't ever use it to defend myself. I don't use it I always use it during the end phase to put monsters back in my hand or to search. And that's the deck. Now for extra deck. For rank 7s, I have Ancient Fairy and Black Rose. Black Rose is Black Rose. Ancient Fairy is really good for having a 3k defender, and it also lets you destroy the field spell Dragon Ravine, gain 1,000 life points, and you search for another one so you can do it twice in a turn. Rank 8s, I have Stardust, Scrap Dragon, Crimson Blader. Stardust is Stardust. Scrap Dragon really works a lot effective in the deck, especially with this card, because when you blow up this card, you get to summon any banished dragon you want, so it makes up for some OTK plays. And of course, Crimson Blader is really easy to make. He's a fire monster, so he can be banished if I need to get a blaster easily. And he's like a good lockdown. I also run a Star Eater. I actually haven't been bringing him out that much, which is odd. He's definitely a good buff for the when you run over like a JD or something. Rank 4s, I have Cowboy, Maestroke, and Dragoonjin. Cowboy, I have not used this entire game, or this entire tournament, I guess. I might take him out for a Diamond Direwolf. It seems that way so far. Rank 7s, because I have one Big Eye, one Dracossack, and a Abyss Gaios. Abyss Gaios is a lot easier to make due to all the extra summoning abilities I have besides the actual banishing effect. So I have Queen Dragoonjins and DDRs and whatnot. I can use Reox effect. That's usually the game. It's usually game whenever I bring him out because I always have something else to help power him up. And then the rank 8s for the Mythic would be Felgrand, Heliopolis, and Dragolon.
So explain these two a bit.
Felgrand's effect is you can detach a material and during other player's turn and target a monster. And it makes the monster's effects negated, but it makes that card also unaffected by the card effects. So it's really good as an offensive play against your opponent, but it's very defense as well, as he'll target himself and become unaffected by all card effects for the turn. It's even better in combination with Dragon Castle again, because you can use Dragon Castle's effect to boost him first, and then he'll do his effect on himself. And since this effect stays afterwards, he'll be 35 and unaffected by card effects.
Alright, and how about the other? And
Dragluon has 3 effects, all of which depend him to be on the field by himself. You can only be exceed summoned by level 8 dragons. Let's see. Alright, his first effect is you can attach a material special summon any dragon from your hand. It's a free summon. It's not a bad play. The second one really does make a difference. I won a game against Lightsworns because I took their JD. Detach a material and take control of a dragon on your opponent's side of the field. It's better than Big Eye in that sense because he can still attack. He's 3k, and you're taking a pretty big play. I'm taking a JD won it for me. And the last effect is you can attach material and negate all the effects of your opponent's dragon type monsters at the end of turn. I haven't used that one yet. The only time I've used it was against a Harpy deck I played, and they had Harpies called Pet Mirage Dragon, and it negates effect and ran it over.
Right.
Side deck?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, as for side deck, I know, I'm weird. I run Galaxy Eyes. He's done it for me. He's just that sidecar when I'm running that weird off deck that's just all about Exceed monsters and stuff like that. He's easy to bring out. You can bring it like he just tribute 2 of the E-Dragons or special them anyway. I've been running Horus level 6 and level 8 because level 6 is easily searchable and easily summonable. It makes a lot of difference against the decks that are running real spell heavy. I haven't got to face any of those decks this time, so I did side it once against a Dark World Turbo, I think it was.
Right.
But I never even got to bring it out, nor did I need to bring it out anyways. 2 Quacky Marrow Drago. I mean, it's really I wish it would have been more usable. I sided in against Constellas earlier. I didn't get to summon it out, which I probably should have. Of course, it stops light and dark special summon, so it's a really good wall, and especially when you have Dragon Castle on the field, it just makes them really big, hard to get around. 2 Victorias. This actually put me in the top in the last tournament. I was fighting against a Mermail deck, and Victoria's effect is once per turn special summon a dragon from your opponent's graveyard. So I took his title and summoned my own title and made a Bizgaios for game. It's mostly a side deck against mirror matches, but I have seen other people, like if you're fighting Fire Fist, there's going to be a Blaster in there, and Mermail's going to be title in there.
Right.
Splutter Dragon, just in case I do run into an Evil Swarm deck, just run it over. 2 Royal Decree, it's good for that second round side deck, just in case I'm running a trap heavy deck, or if I'm fighting Infernities, which last tournament I fought 2 of them in a row, and Barrier's a nuisance, so Decrees, of course, they help. Divine Wrath, it's mostly in here for filler. I haven't figured out what to put in there. I took these out to put Vanity because Vanity were in the side deck at first. And now that Divine Wrath is just... I haven't been signing it in, so I might find something else to put in. And then 2 Rivalry of Warlords for those just like stuff like Bujins.
Alright, well that was the deck profile, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. Ron's always got loads of creative stuff to offer. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to thumbs it up, leave a nice comment, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more great content.
Subscribe!
Thanks, Ron, and I will talk to you guys later.
Later, guys.